Hey guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to TK I'm your host, Tracy Knight. I put the TK in TK if you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you. I love expanding the TK family. So welcome. Glad you're here. It's been a minute. I know it's been a minute, but it's been some stuff. I'm going to explain all that to you, and give you some breaking news. Now it might be breaking to me, it may not be breaking to you, but it's breaking news. Today is time for the Ozempic update. I'm a little late on the last one, but I'm going to explain to you why. So don't come at me, bro. Okay. So it's been a minute since we, last got together, and I don't know if I told you that I'd been a little ill on the last video. I didn't go back and look at the last video. Okay. I just, I do these when I do these, and I really want to get into the habit of doing these when I have something to share, something different, so that we can all commiserate together and say, "Oh my God, girl, yes, it's not just you, it's me too." So it's a me too kind of moment, okay? So, if you haven't already, because I know you're going to, I know you want to, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, okay? Because it would help me, help others, because I know that there's some people out there who's sitting like they did in the back of the room in school, with, want to raise their hand and ask the question, but they're praying that somebody else is going to ask the question and they can get the answer, okay, to the one question they're too afraid to ask. I was that person, but I've learned a lot through hanging out with other videos and stuff, no matter whether it's Ozempic, whether it's, how to play my favorite slot machine, or, stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I'm here, because I'm sharing because I care. Now, as a warning, if this is your first time here, there may be a couple of times where we may have a couple of TMI moments, and I try to keep the TMIs down to a minimum. But the reality is, if these things happen, and if they're happening to me, I know they're not just happening to me, and somebody else is going, "Why is this happening to me?" I'm going to tell you. I may not be able to tell you the why, but I will let you know you're not the only one, because I know I'm not the only one. Okay? I think that's the disclaimer that I need to put out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. All right. Now, I have been on Ozempic almost a year now. I am crawling up on my 1-year anniversary using Ozempic. Why do I seem excited about it? Because this past year has changed my life a little bit. It's helped my health, so I'm excited about it. I started last year, January 24th, 2023. Now, I started, like I said, if you're new here, you don't know the story, but I'm going to kind of keep it short, okay? I started it in January of 2023 simply because, I got kids. And the kids got kids. And I want to be around for all those special little moments. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, no disrespect to those who were at this point in their diabetic life or anything else. But I don't want everybody helping me from room to room. Pick this up for grandma. Go get that for grandma. I want grandma to get her butt up and go get it herself. Okay. And at this point I can, and I want to continue to do so. Okay. Now, before I started this Ozempic, I've been a type 2 diabetic for a long time. I knew I was a type 2 diabetic, okay? And I've been doing the bare minimum, if that, to kind of keep the big red flags from showing up. And so apparently I wasn't doing enough. Okay, let's just keep it real. I wasn't doing enough. But it wasn't bothering me that I was a diabetic. You know what I'm saying? I went through life as a diabetic, but I didn't go through life going, "Oh my God, it's because I'm a diabetic. Oh my God, I feel this bad because of diabetic." No, I knew that I was a type 2 diabetic, okay? And I knew that there were some things I should have been doing. I didn't, until January of last year, when, it just kicked me upside the head. "Girl, you better do something if you want to be around and do anything else." So I did. And so my primary care doctor, suggested a couple of things, Mounjaro being one, but like I said, my wallet, my insurance, and the copay people, we weren't on the same sheet of music. And in order for me to sing that song, we needed to be. So Ozempic was next in line, and here I am. Okay. Now, if you're new to Ozempic and you're new to the Ozempic update, okay, let me go ahead and tell you what's going on with that. Ozempic is a drug prescribed for type 2 diabetics. It is a semaglutide, a GLP-1, if you will. Now, don't ask me to go ahead and break that down medically because I ain't no doctor, nor do I play one on YouTube. I'm just saying, it took me a minute to get the whole semaglutide pronunciation correct, all right? But it is prescribed for those of us who are type 2 diabetics to lower our A1C numbers as well as our blood glucose numbers, your sugar numbers, right? And when I started, my A1C was 9.1. It was high. It was high. Somewhere in the back of my little mind, I knew 7-ish was supposed to be where you're supposed to be. And then when they told me 9, I knew, okay, yeah, we got to do something. So it was 9.1. And my glucose levels, you know, when you test your sugar, when you do the little pricks and stuff, it was 333-ish. Okay. Again, way too high. All right. So I was like, oh, wow. Got on the program. So my goal was to get on this Ozempic to go ahead and reduce those numbers. Now, I'd heard about it on TV up to that point, okay? And I knew it wasn't new to TV. I was slow to the game, you know, recognizing what was going on with this whole Ozempic thing because I don't think I was ready to hear it. But apparently there were celebrities and people we really look up to saying they were on Ozempic, losing this big time weight and everything. And I was like, that sounds good. So when my doctor said Ozempic, I thought win-win, you know, winner, chicken dinner. Not only am I going to reduce the numbers that I was looking forward to reducing, but I'm going to lose some weight because I'm a thickum. Well, I look good, but I'm a little thick, okay? And part of the reason I'm a type 2 diabetic is because I got a little too thick, okay? Husband loves it. I'm not a big fan. So I thought, you know, win-win. So as we all know, that whole celebrity thing didn't really work out for those of us who really need it. All right. So I asked my doctor about Ozempic and he told me all about it. And I'm going to tell you some of the side effects of taking Ozempic and probably Mounjaro, but since I'm not on Mounjaro, I really don't know, but I do know Ozempic, okay, is vomiting, diarrhea, nausea, fatigue or exhaustion, and headaches. Those are the most common ones. At least those are the ones I experienced, especially when I first started it. Because when you introduce a new drug to your body excuse me, who sent invites out? Who invited him? Okay. So those are the most common ones. All right. Some people experience those on a minor level as your body is getting used to them. And then once your body says, oh, okay, they can stay. Okay. You don't really feel them as much. And then there are those who take it to the other side, the other extreme where they're going, I mean, they can't breathe without, you know, but they spend a lot of time in the bathroom. Now I've named my top 2 problems: nausea, sound it out, and the vomiting. Okay, them girls right there, we're not friends. We're not friends at all. But we've come to an understanding. At least I think we have. Okay, so I have suffered through the side effects. I would be a big fat liar if I said, "Oh yeah, once my body got used to it, girl, I ain't have to worry about that." No. But I do know I can attribute most of my issues with my side effects to something I'm doing or something I'm not supposed to be doing. Okay. Because my body has pretty much gotten used to it, and Ozempic does what it does. It also triggers your brain to make you feel full and make you feel full longer, faster and longer. Like you can eat a grape and feel like you ate a whole smorgasbord, and then you're not going to eat another grape for like 6 hours. At least for me, it makes me feel full for a very, 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 very long time. Now, because of its success and its notoriety as a weight loss drug, which it is not, it is prescribed for type 2 diabetics to lower A1C and the glucose levels. Okay. People were like, oh, I'm losing weight and everything else like that. Yeah, you can. But it is not. Let me put it like this. On Ozempic, you can, you might, and you may lose weight. But then again, some of us on Ozempic cannot, may not, and might not lose a pound. A1C numbers are going to go down. Glucose numbers are going to go down. But there's no guarantee that you're going to lose weight on this drug because that is not what it is for. If you're looking for a weight loss drug, ask your doctor about Wegovy. Okay, ask your doctor about Wegovy because that one is specifically prescribed for weight loss. Okay. I'll say that. So I've been on it since the 24th of January. I started at the 0.25, which everybody starts at the 0.25, and or they should. Okay. Because this gives your body used to the medicine. Okay. And then you get bumped up a little bit to zero point 0.5 and not 0.5, zero point 0.5 and then 1 milligram. 1 milligram is what I am currently on. Okay. Put a pin on it because that ties into my breaking news. Okay. So, I've had, like I said, I've had the little side effects. Now, those who are not type 2 diabetics, okay, and there have been studies, I've seen it on TV, I've read about it. I mean, because, you can't put, steak or stock and everything you see on the internet, as Mom said, on the internet, as she would say, God rest her. Anyway, there are those who are taking it who are not type 2 diabetics, and their side effects are severe. Some are running into some serious gastrointestinal issues, paralysis of the stomach. At one point, I thought Ozempic was tied to my diverticulitis, which was an inflammation of my intestinal area. But they said no, the two don't mix. But some would probably disagree with me, and I don't know. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm just glad it's gone. So if you're not a diabetic, you shouldn't be taking it anyway, because the side effects that we already encounter are probably 10 times as worse for you, because there's nothing wrong with your pancreas. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing as far as your sugar and monitoring all that with your body. But when you incorporate a drug who's supposed to combat all that, it can cause problems. I'm just saying, again, I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on YouTube. I'm just telling you what I think I know. Take it with a grain of salt. Okay. So let me tell you what's been going on since we last talked, all right? Because it's been a journey, okay? But before I do that, go ahead. I'm going to remind you again to like, share, and subscribe, because especially now, okay? Because you want to hear this, and I want to share this with as many people as possible. What I'm about to say next may fall under TMI a little bit. But if you've been with me a little while here, you've been on these videos, you already know I don't get embarrassed. I don't do embarrassed. I'm sharing my truth, and ain't no shame in my game, okay? And I share because I care, because I know I'm not the only one. In any case, I had been waking up a few days with what I call Ozempic tummy. A little nauseous. And then I had to sit there on the side of the bed for a few minutes and think, was I eating something I wasn't supposed to eat last night? Did I eat too late last night? Did I have a piece of chocolate bar that I shouldn't have? I'm trying to attribute why I feel nauseous in the mornings, right? But usually once I'm up and about, got my coffee on my way, it passes, okay? Sometimes when it's really, really deep, it follows me to work. Nausea follows me to work, and she makes her presence known, and I end up meeting Devamity at my desk, and we fight it out, and then I go about my day. Again, I feel a little better. I woke up at about 2:00 on January 2nd. Okay, and it's an issue when you can remember the date and time. I woke up at 2:00 thinking, oh my God, why am I up? I got to get up in 3 hours to go to work. Okay. But I was feeling really, really nauseous. And I thought, oh, this ain't good. So then I'm sitting on the side of the bed, and then my stomach goes to rumbling, got that tummy rumble thingy going on. I said, oh, now I got to go to the bathroom. Oh my God. TMI alert. TMI alert. I get there and I'm doing my business, or at least I'm trying to do my business, but all at the same time, stop, back it up a little bit. Let me give you a little story that's going to help you understand what's going on and why I felt it was so bad. Okay. As a little girl, I remember hearing my father talking to my grandma and aunt and them, because he had stopped by to hang out, because my mom, my grandma and my aunt and them were good for having these little impromptu barbecues, cookouts, whatever. So he's in there and he's talking. Grown folks always tell kids, you need to go in the other room. At least that's what we was told. In any case, so I'm in the other room, but I can hear what the grown folks is talking about. And my grandma says to my dad, where you been? Ain't nobody seen you in a while. Where you been? What you been up to? And he said, Ma, I ain't been feeling good. I've really been sick. And she said, what you mean, what you really been sick? Don't be bringing that over here. That kind of conversation. She said, no, Ma, I'm good. No, I'm saying, but, whoo, man, I had beep coming out both ends. And I'm like, what? Did he? What? So what he was saying, he had crap coming out of both ends, except he didn't say crap. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Don't play with me. So I'm going, ew, ew, to myself, that's nasty. So he was like, I couldn't stop it, and then it was coming at the same time. Oh my God, I thought that was the most grossest thing I'd ever heard in my life. As I grew up, got older, understood what he was talking about, I was like, oh, I get it. Thank God it has never happened to me. Until January 2nd, 2 something in the morning. As I'm in the bathroom thinking, oh, my tummy's rumbling, I gotta, you know what, and I'm feeling sick to my stomach, I grabbed the bathroom trash can because I'm thinking that's what's going to happen first. And then the rest will come. No. They came at the same bloody time. So it's like, and I couldn't stop it. And it just kept going and going and going. So when it finally ended, I was thinking, oh my God, what in the hello was that about? And then immediately thought about my father, about he said he had him coming out of both ends at the same time. Oh no! I knew, but had never experienced it until then. It's not pretty, y'all, and I hope you never experience it. Fast forward, I get back in bed and stuff. It's now 3 something, and I'm sitting up and I'm thinking I feel sick to my stomach again. I'm fanning myself because it's hot, even though I'm sitting in front of an open window and a fan. And I'm feeling a little nauseous again, and I'm praying to God that we don't repeat what just happened. So I go to the bathroom, and the vomiting shows up. Okay. I was like, oh my God, I can't. So it's getting close to 5 o'clock, and I've already been to my bathroom at least three times, me and the vomiting, hand in hand. And because I'm now wondering what the hell, excuse my language, is still in my stomach. Okay. And so I sent a quick text to the boss and say, hey, I'm going to be a little late, okay? Because I'm just not feeling well, but I'm waiting for it to pass, and I'm pretty sure I'll be there. I'm going to probably be there, maybe about, I don't know, by 9, okay? No big thing. So I reset my alarm to like 7 so that I can be there by 9. Before 7 has hit, me and Devami has talked. She talked to her girl, Poupe, and they tag teaming me one at a time, thank God. But they tag teaming me, and I'm thinking, oh God, this ain't gonna work. And I'm really seriously going through my mind. What did I eat? What the world did I eat? And so 7 came, and I'm not gonna make it. So I sent her a message again saying, I'm definitely there before noon. I'm almost there, but I need to let this pass, right? Without giving her any details, because that is a little bit TMI for the boss. You know what I'm saying? So I said I'm going to definitely be there by 12 because I know that there's no one else going to be in the office. I mean, and stuff needs to get done. I get up at 10, and I'm like, I'm still nauseous. I don't feel like I need to run to the bathroom, to go poo or anything. So I'm like, y'all forgive me. I'm trying to cook too. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it. God, please let me make it. At least let me make it to work where there's another bathroom. Okay. So I do. I get to work at about 11:30. I feel like crap. Okay. But I'm there. Okay. And I've taken Pepto. I've got Pepto chews. I've got my Dramamine chews. I even had some more of my nausea tea. I've got some in my desk. Right. So I'm ready to get this simmer down. I'm thinking it's gonna do like it always does. It's going to work itself out. No, I felt terrible for the next couple of hours. By 1:30, hold that thought. I need to put some water over here. By 1:30, because I know you guys can still hear me because I got my mic on. One of the newest toys that my husband got for me for Christmas. In any case, 1:30, I'm literally laying my head on my desk. I can't take it anymore. I'm tired. I go downstairs to the nurse's office, and I tell the nurse, look, I'm not feeling good. I've been nauseous since 2. I've had bathroom incidents since 2. I just don't feel really good. My head's starting to hurt. I really feel bad. And at this point, I'm thinking, this ain't Ozempic tummy. It's not. But what did I eat? Now, here's something else that I thought was quite funny. When I first went in, she had on a mask. She's always wearing a mask. Always wearing a mask. Safety first. So then when I'm talking to her, as I'm talking to her, then she's putting on some latex gloves. I'm thinking, is she going to touch me? Is that what she's going to do? But she never did. She didn't. And then she goes into the computer and she gets on the phone, and I guess she's doing research and she's consulting with another medical professional, whatever. She comes back in and she says, yeah, I'm thinking that you have norovirus. Now, while she's saying this, she's pulling out the face shield, mask, gloves, and now she got the clear plastic face shield. I thought that was funny. So I looked at her, I said, norovirus. She said, yeah, that's what it sounds like. And I was like, so contagious? And she looked at me, she goes, yes, very contagious. Because people, they emulate spittle, is what she said, when they're talking, even if you can't see it, if you cough, it's in the air, it's contagious. I'm like, okay. She said, so I think you should go home. So I said, okay. Long story short, I told her I was going home. She doesn't write doctor's notes or nothing like that. It's the government. But she said, give them my card if they have any questions. We could talk about it. But yeah, you should probably go home. I said, well, I'm supposed to come back in here on Thursday. How long is this going to last? And she said, well, I can't say how long this is going to last. You just have to write it out. I would love to give you something for the nausea, but I'm not sure it's going to stay down. Well, you definitely don't want to give it to me then, because I got to try to get home. So she said, just go home. Make sure you drink something with some electrolytes in it so that you don't dehydrate, plenty of water, get some rest, write it out. Basically is what she told me. So I go upstairs with the little business card. I knock on my boss's door, and he's such an open door kind of guy. He goes, hey, yeah, what? And I said, no, I'm not going to stay. I'm going to come out. I'm going to stay out here because apparently I have norovirus and I'm going to go home. And the doctor says, you have any questions? Here's her card. I'm going to leave it on my desk. You can talk to her. He's like, bye, go, bye. No problem. I felt so bad, guys, that once I was packing up my computer, it took me longer than that. Because usually when it's time to go, you can count seconds for me to get out the door. But I was like, there's no way I'm going to go outside, get on a bus, get on a train, and then get to my car and drive home today. I caught an Uber from my job to my house, okay? I was at home within 30 minutes. There was just no way I was going to do it. Normally it takes me about an hour and 15, 20 minutes to get home the normal way, but I just couldn't do it. I went into my house, dropped my computer, got straight into the bed. By Tuesday night, I had gotten a fever. It was 101.6, I think it was. And the highest it got was 102.8. It broke sometime Wednesday morning or something like that, which was my day off. What a crappy way to spend my day off. But I was back and forth to the bathroom. I drank a lot of water. I couldn't eat anything. So I didn't eat anything all day Tuesday. I didn't eat anything all day Wednesday. I drank a lot of water. And then Wednesday night, I think the fever broke. So I was like, oh, thank God. I called in Thursday morning, let them know I was going to be teleworking. And then she said, well, you're not expected to work. I said, but there's a report I got to get out. And I barely made it through the report. Which only took me maybe 15 minutes. And then I said, you know what? You might be right. And I logged off. So I didn't work Thursday either. I did telework on Friday. So things started to smooth itself out, right? I tell you guys all of that to say, if you've been on Ozempic for a while, you know Ozempic tummy. You know what's going on when you're feeling nauseous due to the fact that you're on Ozempic and you probably ate something, or it's just your natural. I should have paid attention to those flags Tuesday morning at 2 because it wasn't Ozempic tummy. It was the norovirus, okay? I was able to get through the next week. I went back to work last Thursday. I did weigh myself on the 7th, okay? And I was at 221.8. So I was thinking to myself, it should have been, good God almighty. And I lost half a pound. I was like, okay, but I don't care. A loss is a loss. So this past week, okay, after I was off the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but somewhere on Tuesdays is not a good day for me. Somewhere on Tuesdays, I'm going back and forth to the bathroom, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, to the point where it's like, there's nothing else to give, nothing. Okay, I'm not sure what I ate. If it was something that I ate, was it a repeat of the norovirus just on a lower level? I don't know. I didn't feel as bad, except for the fact that I need to go to the bathroom to avoid any accidents. Was that successful? Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, but it was a lot going on. And I'm like, oh my God. So when I got on the scale today, because today is Sunday, I weighed in at 220. So I've lost 1.8 pounds since last Sunday, which is great, almost 2 pounds. It may be due to the fact that anything I sent through the body went literally through the body. Or it's just I didn't have the appetite to eat. And then what I did eat, I could make leftovers last 3 days this past week, because who's going to eat? A couple of bites and I'm done. So I've had a really rough week intestinally. It did result in some weight loss, but I would not recommend that that's the best way to lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? Healthy eating, diet, and exercise. I don't want to say diet because I hate the word diet, but exercise, that's the best way to do it. Take your medicine. But y'all, were not pretty. So while I was recuperating last week, and here's where I said put that pin in it because I'm at 1 milligram. This is where the breaking news come in. And if you haven't already done so, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. You don't want to miss this part either. Okay. Now, when I first started taking the Ozempic and everything, and then everything started happening about backlogs and out of stock and insurances not covering and everything else like that. I was at first getting it from my local pharmacy and paying for it, out of pocket or whatever like that. And I was able to pay for it. I think it was like, I think I was lucky enough to only pay like 70 something for. I haven't paid for it in a while, so I can't remember. And then I talked to my endocrinologist through the VA, and they went ahead and prescribed it for me. So now I was getting my meds along with the rest of my medicine from the VA. Yes, I am an Army veteran. Okay. That was the sloppiest salute. Okay. But anyway, I was able to get my medicine through the VA. So I didn't have to worry about that. Until now. I'm on my computer. I'm thinking it's time for me to go ahead and get my refill on, because I'm down to like 2 shots. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm down to 2 shots, one tonight and one next Sunday. And I thought, let me go ahead and reorder it. So it gives it time for them to stock it, get it in, and it'll be on my step. I couldn't refill it. And there's a little information button that says it's refillable, but you're going to have to call this number, yada, yada, boo, boo. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'm too quick. Maybe I need to wait a little bit. I waited a good week, and then I did again, same thing. So I sent a little message again to my endo, and she says, oh yeah, it's refillable, but we're out of stock. What? And they're having problems getting it in stock. Okay, got it. But I'm down to 2 shots. What am I supposed to do? And now looking back, I'm thinking, was I being frantic in it? Because, eventually I want to come off Ozempic. Don't we all? Isn't that the goal, right? Don't we all do? But at this time, I'm thinking it's not the right time. So what am I supposed to do? And so she said that she was prescribing me the 0.5 milligrams, right? And I would take that until they got them in stock. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, so she's putting in the prescription and everything, and that should be here shortly. Then I thought, well, good Lord. Then I thought, and I do a lot of that, the thinking, and I know this might be just a tad smidge longer than our little 30 minutes, but y'all love me, right? Right? I love y'all, right? Anyway, so I started thinking, when I first started at 0.25 and my body was getting acclimated to it and everything else like that, I was good. And then at 0.5, I was good. And the doctor, before they put me on 0.1, was saying that I was doing pretty good. They just wanted to see more activity with the lowering of the A1C. Okay. And because the sugar numbers were going down, I think is what was happening is I was plateauing at 0.5, and they wanted to see it bump down a little more. Now I can honestly tell them it probably would have bumped down a little more had I incorporated a little more exercise and been more disciplined in my eating habits. Okay. But I'm not going to tell my doctor that. I should have, but I didn't. In any case, 0.5 was working for me. So I'm not too concerned that I'm going to go from 1 to 0.5 and it's going to be like a full stop. I don't think so, because in between time that I went from 0.5 to 1, have I done it at 100%? No. I have incorporated healthier foods into my daily routine of eating. Okay, I eat a lot more fruit. My favorite at the time is watermelon. I love some grapes, and broiling food, baking food, drinking a lot more water, a lot less soda. And for those of y'all who thought my cranberry ginger ale was just too high on the soda intake, which you were probably right, and I'm going to admit that, but I'll probably deny it later. I still drink them. I just don't drink them as often. I mean, I like the flavor, but I'd rather drink some water. I've always enjoyed water over soda. Okay. And hold on. I'm over here because I want to show you my water bottle. And I think I've showed you guys my water bottle before. But here's my water bottle, right? And it says circle. You see that? Circle on it. And I just fill that up with water. And then I throw in one of these amazing pods. See, my husband got me this thing. And it says circle pods. And so what I usually do is I fill that up with water. And I will grab one of these pods right here. They're flavored. Calories, none. No sugar, no sodium. And this one is watermelon. Of course it is. But once you fill it up and you put it in this bottle, you could decide what level of flavor you want. This goes from 0 to 10. You can't see that on the bottle, but I can. Fill this up. I throw some ice in there and I'm good to go. So I'm drinking water and I'm getting the flavor as if I'm drinking watermelon juice or soda or anything else like that. So I subscribe to Circle, so I keep these to the side and I fill it up as necessary. So I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm, incorporating. Am I completely good? No. Every once in a while I might eat a little dirty. I'm just going to say that. But the other side, the bittersweet of that is I can't eat it all. Today, because I weighed in and I lost almost 2 pounds, I was going to eat something that I wanted to eat. And I usually do on Sundays. If I lose weight, it becomes my cheat day because I figure in my mind, don't come for me. In my mind, I've got all week to make it up, and I usually do, right? So if I'm going to cheat, that's going to be the day because I got a whole week before I weigh in again, right? So I made a bacon and egg sandwich with wheat bread, right? It was 2 eggs, and it was like 3 pieces of bacon. No, I didn't make it through half the sandwich. I got to that point, and if you're on Ozempic and you know the point I'm talking about, where it's like if I take one more bite, the one more bites, and I just no. I learned the hard way. Don't take the one more bite. Don't take the one more bite. Okay, it's just not worth it. You'll end up feeling bloated, uncomfortable, and as if you ate 2 sandwiches versus a half. So I wasted a half a sandwich, and it was good too. It was good, but I couldn't finish it all. So that's what it is. So Ozempic does what it does. Like one of the other things, in addition to those side effects, is that Ozempic makes you feel full faster. You eat a lot less because your body and your brain is telling you you're full, you're done. That grape, you're done. And you're not going to be hungry for the next few hours. Okay. So sometimes you got to make yourself eat because you need the protein. You need that energy, right? You need those. So you just got to eat the right things. Okay. So Ozempic was Ozemping. It was Ozemping. So now that I'm going to be going down to 0.5, I'm going to see what that does as far as Ozempic tummy. All right. Because I was doing good on 0.5 before. Nothing was raising. Everything was still going down. Maybe that's where I need to be for right now. I'm not sure, but I'm going to let you guys know. It's going to be a couple of weeks though before I hit the 0.5 one, because I have 2 more injections at 1 milligram for tonight and 1 for next Sunday. And then by that time, my new prescription should be here. And so once I start taking it, I'll let you guys know, and I'll let you guys know how things, work itself out, how it works itself out. I think I said something about pinning it. In any case, I forgot what the pin was about. In any case, I'm glad that you guys are here. And again, if this is your first time here with us, or your first time on Ozempic and you've got questions, sometimes we might have answers because number one, I am no doctor. Okay. Nor do I say I play one on TV or anything else like that. It's just that I'm sharing my truth, with somebody else who who might be wondering the same thing and is too afraid to ask, or doesn't know who to ask, or hasn't talked to their doctors about it. Sometimes you just kind of want to be with your peeps, and find out like, oh, yeah, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, yes. And that's what I'm sharing because, people have shared a lot of things with me, whether I'm watching TV about Ozempic, whether I'm watching YouTube about which of my favorite slots to play, or my favorite spot on the cruise I'm taking this year. I watch a lot of videos so that I can see what like-minded people are doing, not the spokespeople. Okay, because they're going to tell you what they need to tell you, to be quite honest, to get to the bottom dollar. Okay, I'm keeping it real. All right, as far as what has happened to me, what has happened to me, what I'm going through, and everything else like that. I'm sharing because I care. So that's why we're doing this. And if you enjoy that and you're like, yes, thank you, girl, thank you, please like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. And having said that, TKTV is more than just the Ozempic update. I love you guys. I truly do. But I want to do more because I want to share more. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. You might see some different videos under TKTV. I'm thinking about sprouting off a channel for my beauty consultant side, which I'm tentatively naming T Night Beauty, TK T Night Beauty. Things like that. That's another reason why I've been so busy, because I'm doing research. I'm trying to self-teach. Find out what I can to jump into this internet pool. And reach more people. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm still here. As long as I'm on Ozempic, you guys are on Ozempic, we're on Ozempic together, I'm here for you. Now, what I want you guys to do, to comment below, what's your week been like? Have you ever had norovirus? If you have, you know what I'm talking about. You know how bad it is, okay? Do you get Ozempic, tummy, or are you good? Are you good with your medicine? It don't help you at all. Right? I want to know what's going on with you guys. How's your week been? What are your goals now that we started a brand new year? My next goal, since I've hit 220, that's one of the milestones on my weight loss goal. My end game weight loss is somewhere between 185 and 190. So I really don't have that far to go, right? But my next milestone is 210. I want to get these teens out the way, 219, 218, 217, that one. I want to get them all out of the way so that shortly we can say that the weight is 210, and then we'll be going, because we're going in the right direction. I just need to go a little faster. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know. Y'all know I know. And I'm trying it. If you got suggestions that's going to strengthen that discipline and that willpower, well, let me know. If you got a fave exercise or something that's not too strenuous, because I'm like I said, I'm a little thick, and most of it's sitting on my knees, and my knees are like, okay, look, you don't get wrong, okay. But I like dance workouts. I love Zumba. Dance fitness, I like those. Okay, so if you got a fave that you're working with, and I'm gonna keep it real, don't be sick. Hopefully it's free, okay? Because if I have to spend my money on it, I'll order it and don't do it, then I'll be mad. I'm just keeping it real. But if there's suggestions you can make that'll help me reach my exercise goals faster, I would love to hear them. So drop them down in the comments, okay? And please know that I'm here for you guys. I'm there with you guys every step of the way. Okay, so in the meantime, in between time, and until I see you guys again, I'm gonna go ahead and finish cooking my dinner. Yes, I'm baking my chicken. I'm having a little bit of mini corn on the cob, and my husband wants some mashed potatoes. Okay, so that's what's for dinner. I'm gonna finish that dinner, chill, watch a movie, and then I gotta go take my shot. So you guys enjoy the rest of your week. If you're in the snow zone, stay warm. We supposed to get it tomorrow. I hope so, because I want some snow. Stay warm, stay safe, and know that I love you. And I'll see you right here next time. I ain't gonna say next week, because I don't know it's gonna be next week. Next time, right here on TK TV. I love you guys. Bye.